Peshawar is one of the capitals of ancient Gandhara, lying near the Khyber Pass. It was subdued by different invaders from time to time. With this respect, Peshawar is so rich culturally. The cultural diversity is quite noticeable in their everyday life, their rituals, their customs, traditions, norms, and values carry a strong, rich essence. The structures that are surviving today are mostly from the Mughal and the post-Mughal era, while rest are from the pre-Mughal era that are scattered mostly in the outskirts of Peshawar. Besides the large buildings, for example the very famous historic building of the Islamic College and Peshawar Museum, there are numerous old houses in Peshawar belonging to the medieval period that were encounters while roving in the old streets of the city. A fair amount of these are extremely engrossing in their appearance and are scattered particularly in the old part of the city. The approximate covered area of these houses lies between Tirumala to one canal. Most of them are in use, but some of these have been vacant as they are dilapidating and are not suitable to subsist in. These houses have their own unique style of decoration, design, and construction. Their first glance is immensely gorgeous. They have a carved main door, stucco wall moldings, and above this all, the balconies and jharokas, having rich woodwork, are enough to have you spellbound. Variety of techniques used to adorn both the interior and exterior. The most welcoming and pleasing decorative item is usually the wooden door, which is the main entrance of the house. They are beautifully carved and engraved. They show a variety of intricate geometrical and floral arabesque designs that we can tally with the Iranian and the Central Asian woolen carpets. They describe the zeal of the carver who has tried to put maximum motifs in one single mass of a wood in different phrases to make it an exceptional article. For facades, cut and dressed brickwork was employed as the chief element of decoration. To create a required design, brick was cut with great care to achieve classical curves, rhythm, and symmetry. That's why the facades of these houses with richly carved wooden doors, oriel windows, multiple colored stained glass, and the stunning cut and dressed brickwork are exceptionally classy in the entire city. Windows of these houses are also having rich carvings. The wooden windows in the courtyard of the City House Museum are the sample of the rich woodwork of more or less the same intensity that is done in almost all of such old houses of Peshawar, specifically those lying in the City Mohalla. Some of the windows have wooden blinds. Joroka or the oriel windows, the second most important element of decoration. These are mostly adorned with stucco or brickwork, but their actual beauty is due to an intricate woodwork which is worth seeing. At most instances, ceilings are decorated with the famous Kashmiri or the wooden painted paneling work. A variety of geometrical and floral motifs are created with the help of this technique. Mirror chips have also been used side by side to make the paneling work even more enhancing. Interior and exterior are further enhanced with the wooden fretwork. Stunning intricate designs we can see created with the help of it. The geometrical and floral designs of the wooden fretwork are analogous with the designs of the marble fretwork that we find in the Mughal monuments and are surprisingly well preserved in most of the houses. Stained glass, a special decorative medium, is the indispensable part of the doors, windows, and ventilators. The main cause of its use was to bring in the daylight. These multiple colored chips of the glass used with great proficiency to keep beauty alive. And here again, geometrical motifs can be observed that further beautifies the appearance of a house. Stained glass casts multiple shades on the interior walls that produces a dramatic ambience so serene, suitable for meditation. Houses with large capacity must have a small pond with a fountain in the atrium. Houses belongs to further influential class is slightly more decorated. The floor of the atrium is prepared with brick, laid in a way to create geometrical pattern. Recessed blind arches and rectangular panels of different sizes are produced on the wall facing courtyard. Deep sunken recessed panels, mostly of the odd shape, are also provided on the interior walls of the rooms. Besides the beautification, their role is probably to accommodate all lamps and lanterns. Miniature niches is an essential part of the stairs for placing the oil lamp. The drawing room, commonly known as Mehman Khana, is rather more decorated. Here, Chini Khana is the most important decorative element. It was basically formed in the wall with the help of multiple miniature niches arranged in column, one above the other. Chini Khana is adorned with the help of the convex mirrors and paintwork. In some cases, painting is done over the mirror. One such unique example of Chini Khana with mirror paintwork is witnessed in the City House Museum. Residents beautify Chini Khana traditionally in their houses by placing a typical Central Asian portrait in each of the small niches. Another component of interior decoration is the large mural mirror. According to resident, these mirrors were basically used in the spacious dry rooms, so it was convenient for the guests to watch each other and they were sitting at a great distance. One thing which is unique and amazing was the use of a low-fall ceiling made up of metallic sheets inside the rooms. That kind of tin ceiling was very popular in Victorian villages in North America in the late 19th and 20th centuries. These sheets appear on the most floor in geometrical motifs of different varieties. This entire low-fall ceiling is also used in the corridors in fewer houses to provide ambience. There is a variegated cover through a large screen. Also, large capacity rooms are partitioned to the half of the shape wooden screen. It's usually composed of arched circles with traditional westcloth. The cell is a movable part of the wooden screen, used as a window, that can be slide up and down to shut the window. This traditional wooden screen with westcloth is still an essential part of many of the houses in interior Peshawar, which serve as a parda for the women of the house. In few cases, these out screens are provided with blinds or are kept open. To dignify surfaces or walls, stucco brought into play. Delicate designs, especially those found on the fireplaces, embossed designs of the walls, embossed friezes around the doors and the windows, were all created with stucco. Years before, some of these houses were constructed by Hindus and Sikh for their own living. That's the reason that here